What's good, peoples? It's Fat Tuesday up in this thing. What's good, y'all? Y'all gotta unmute. Y'all forget that every time.
It's noise in my background, so that's why I'm muted.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
Wagwan brethren.
How y'all doing?
I'm here.
I'm good. It's nice out by our way today.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day outside today.
It's
so beautiful.
It's like what's 70 today for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've been having spikes up and down for the longest. 60, 70, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Yeah,
we've been ranging from 20.
Everybody's been sick because
we've been ranging from about a good 15 to a good 73, 75.
You go back down to 40 next week, so everybody gonna be outside this week. So
the thoughts will be thoughting this weekend.
Yeah, and it's St. Patty's coming up too. You already know.
All the thoughts going.
It's Sunday. They finna be outside
like this.
They finna be outside. So I ain't mad at them though. I'm gonna be inside because down here they do.
You're not gonna be
St. Patrick's Day. Yes, I mean they do St. Patrick's Day real big and March Madness too. So all of those kind of things going on down here. So
yeah, I know.
I'm trying to be outside.
Well, my shows ain't on because March Madness.
Last year I almost hit 3 people, so I'm probably gonna be in the house.
But the residuals though. The residuals though.
Jumping in the street.
The residuals though.
I don't know, bro.
Dodge a couple of white folk. You come home with pockets fat. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know.
You have to fall out.
And they be drunk. I ain't trying to clean out my car. I ain't trying to do all of that. I ain't trying to do all of that.
Oh, yeah.
I like to go anywhere but downtown. So, but listen, thank y'all for tuning in and joining us for another dope episode of the Phat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday that we lovingly call Fat Tuesday, right here from 8 to 10. We are not on Facebook right now because somebody locked up. I ain't gonna say who, but I'm gonna just say somebody locked up, and so she can't put stuff on the page. But we are live on YouTube and on Instagram. And if you are watching from my Tiffany Rochelle page on Facebook, you can check us out there as well. We want to say hey to all the dope people over there that's joining us on Instagram. Hey, y'all. Make sure in the comments. And tonight we continuing our
What's up?
We are continuing our Black Love series tonight, and I don't know if y'all saw it or if y'all didn't, but tonight we got the Careys with us tonight. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something about this couple, okay? Because I know she married and everything, but she's still my baby mama. And they are a dynamic duo. They are both awesome ass DJs. And this is the first time I've ever met like a husband and wife team that does DJing. And I think that is one of the dopest things I've ever seen. They do a lot of things. And then they got a cute little story. They swear it's boring, but I'm pretty sure it's cuter and it's not boring to us, or it ain't gonna be boring to y'all. Everybody think that story boring until like they tell it to people who don't really know them, and that will be y'all. So we gonna get them in here and we gonna get this conversation rolling. We're not even gonna take too much time. One thing I do want to tell y'all before we hop up in this thing is don't forget that the Fat Fam Fiesta is popping off September 18th through the 22nd in Punta Cana. Okay. We will be at the Royalton Chic in Punta Cana, September 18th through the 22nd. Listen, I need y'all to go ahead because y'all know it's a double header with PGC Media and Unforgettable. So make sure you guys go ahead and reach out to Unforgettable so y'all could join us in Punta Cana in September. It is going to be absolutely epic. So make sure y'all join us. Don't be out here playing. All right. All right. So we're going to get this lovely couple on here with us, and we're going to get into the conversation with them. And without further ado, I bring to you all Will and Lynette Carey. Hey, y'all. Hey. Right.
She had good, not me.
So we're gonna hop right into this thing. We're gonna hop right into this thing with y'all. So I know everybody gonna ask y'all, or everybody wants to know how y'all met. But first and foremost, tell everybody a little bit about your individual backgrounds and things like that before we get into how y'all met and all that other kind of stuff. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, babe.
Well, yeah, we got you. Well, where we bought our house at, the Comcast ain't out here yet. We got that T-Mobile thing, so we apologize ahead of time. There ain't no internet out here yet.
You say it's a little late, but it's okay. I got
T-Mobile,
you.
T-Mobile.
I understand.
That little box is, y'all. That little box is something else. So, but I'm Will. I'm from the west side of Gary. Grew up in Gary all my life. Graduated from the only school that's left in Gary, West Side High School, the best school that's left in Gary. I mean, rephrase that. I'm in my 40s. I'm a senior. I'm almost a senior citizen now.
Man.
Well, I'm Lynn.
In your 40s.
Right. I'm Lynn. I also, grew up in Gary. I'm 20 plus a couple of 20 years of experience. So, you can do your mathematicals. I'm 20 years old with 20 years of experience. So I'm just figuring it out. I've been in the medical field for, probably at least 15 of those 20 years of experience. And and I am an up-and-coming DJ, DJ Light Bright, and of course my husband is my mentor. So he started DJing first, and I just used to play on his board. And then one day he was like, "I need to go to the bathroom." And I was just like, "Oh, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?" And he set it up during COVID for me to practice at home, and there I is.
And here you is. Yes. I love that. Will, how long have you been DJing?
I started 2016. I started DJing because my wife always had a dream of being a bartender, right? So it was this one club, they never had security. So I would be at the club and from 7 p.m. for happy hour until security would come because she would be the only person in the club. And so I'm sitting there. Sometimes they would have a DJ, sometimes they wouldn't. Then when the DJ came, his music selection sucked. People ready to leave. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here. I might as well make some money since I'm sitting here. Let me learn how to DJ. So I started teaching myself and found somebody who was willing to mentor me to learn how to DJ.
Yep.
That's what's up. And by the way, she is one of the dopest bartenders. I'm going to tell y'all. I said for one time with her and was like, okay, I know how to come back next time and be prepared to sit at the bar because she don't put it, like she got a heavy hand. I'm going to just say that. She got a heavy hand. She going to make sure the drinks are good, they right, they on point, and you're going to feel every bit of that drink when you get it.
And I don't drink, baby mama. I don't drink.
And she don't drink. That's the part that behooves me.
Yeah, how is that possible?
that stuff hard that behooves me because every time I've had one of her drinks, it's literally on point. It ain't too much liquor. It's not too much juice. It's on point every time. My best friend even said that because we were talking about you coming on the show today. She was like, "Is that the girl we had them drinks from?" Yes, ma'am. That's her. That we were sitting in the parking lot. Yeah, that we were sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah,
sitting in the parking lot tipsy.
Right. Look, my husband, that he would go to the bars, but I would drink. So I just be sitting there just watching the bartenders, and I just like the busy work of it. So, when I told him that I wanted to be a bartender, again, mentoring, showing me how to make the drinks to people that are drinkers, and then how to make the drinks for people who say, I just want something, just think of something. So, that's kind of where it started off from. He likes his color.
I'm a little bit of both.
You are.
A little bit of both. I like a nice drink, but I also be like, make me whatever you feel like making.
Right.
So, and that was my first mistake when I told her that.
I said a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people freeze up when you say that to them.
I was like, make me whatever. And she made me like a margarita with the Corona in it, and it was strong. I got a whole video, and in the video, she's steadily pouring while I'm drinking out of the cup. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be drunk, but it's cool. So
right,
I enjoyed it. That drink was real good. So, how long have you all been together prior to being married?
We've been together for like 11 and a half years. We got married in 2014. So it'll be going on 10 years this June.
Okay, y'all cute. So how did so tell me the story. Tell me the story.
Yeah, who approached who?
Make it good. Yeah, who approached who? How y'all
Y'all
met?
probably gonna laugh. Y'all gonna laugh, and it's okay because I know I am one of those people that are just go ahead and tell the story. Just tell.
So we met on New Year's Eve. I had went to church that night, and my cousin, she never calls me to go out, but she kept calling me. She was like, I'll even come pick you up to bring you to the bar because I know you don't want to drive. So my cousin came pick me up. We went to Pepe's y'all all know Pepe's. We went to Pepe's on 61st.
No, they don't know Pepe's. I know Pepe's.
They don't know Pepe's. I know you know Pepe's.
They don't know Pepe's.
Okay, so it's a local. It's like Cheers. It's Cheers. Everybody know your name.
Okay. It's the local Cheers.
You going there with $10, you gonna drink like you had $100 in your pocket. Trust me.
Okay, where they located? Where they located? I mean, hey, look, I'm on my way right now.
I'm gonna take y'all to Pepe's. I'm gonna take y'all to Pepe's. We up there for the retreat.
No, I want to go there now.
Down 61st, right over there.
I got $5.
Yep. Going there with $5. I'm telling you, because we buy rounds of shots and we buy the whole bar. We don't care. It's Cheers, man. We gotta have a good time and go home.
Okay, so I got $5 and I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Get your Cadillac, you'll be fine.
That's it. So I come to
not the Cadillac.
Look at
Cadillac, how you leaning in that one?
You ain't gonna make it bad. But yes. Okay, so y'all met at Pepe's. Go on. I
come in the door and I'm like, I looked, I saw it, but I knew it from church. We grew up, we weren't in the same age group, but our churches always had something we did together. And I was like, you don't belong in here. I'm like, I said, what you doing here? You lost. I said, this is not your scene. This is not where you want to be. You might want to get home and get safe because this ain't the place for you. And so she only knew me from church. She didn't know the big wheel that most people know. She just knew me from church. And she was like, that's so cute. I was like, so if you need anything, let me know. And I'll make sure you get it because I know you lost and I know you don't know what you're doing. Right?
Wait. Now you in the story. I'm just like,
that's our first time outside of church for New Year's.
So I'm like overly stimulated here. Like, oh my God, it's so much to do.
She's never been anywhere but church on New Year's except for this night. and I wasn't even going to the bar. I was at home in the bed. So she was like, okay, well, everybody has been promising to get me a drink. And I'm like, what you drinking? She was like, I just want an RC Cola. I'm like, that ain't no damn drink. That's pop. I'm like, we don't. I said, do you want a drink? She's like, well, I don't drink.
I just want an RC Cola.
I just want an RC Cola. I was like, all right, I had a bartender. Yeah, I was like, I had a bartender bring it over to you in a minute.
Bro, 3. I had 3.
And so she was like, yeah, everybody else has told me that too. So within about 6-7 minutes, here comes the bartender bringing her Cokes. And she was like, how did you do that?
And remember, this is back in the day when Pepe's was jumping. It was a club. So it was wall to wall on New Year's. So for him to come in 6 minutes later, I got 3 RC Colas.
And I told her, I said, just take one with ice, 2 with no ice, because listen, it's pop. I'm trying to drink.
She fell in love because you came in there and moved the crowd so she could get her RC Colas.
I'm like,
and not did he get 1, he got 3 of them.
He got 3.
1 with ice, 2 just regular, so she could drink her pop all night and not be worried. I'm over there drinking my tequila. So I'm, what I'm saying, I'm not coming back this way to get you another
RC
pop.
Cola and tequila. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's how we met, like at Pepe's over at RC Cola.
That ain't the cutest shit.
That's super cute. That's super cute.
Because Pepe's back in the day, used to crack. Actually, Pablo, you do know about Pepe's from my especially heinous story. That's where
Okay.
that's where the crime scene, part 2 of that crime scene took place.
That's where you met the friend at.
Nah, that's where me and my homeboy was at when the drinking took place. Because Pepe's, you can order, if you go there all the time and you a good tipper, they gonna move some things around for you up in Pepe's. So Pepe's, you order a shot, you a good tipper, they gonna give you a triple. You know what I'm saying? And so
nice.
Yeah, you know
they don't
use
the
just didn't know.
They don't measure.
They don't measure.
Okay, can I get the address to Pepe? Says y'all wasting time.
I'll text it to you directly.
Avenue. 101 West 61st Avenue.
Yeah, look, you see, that's how you know somebody that always go there.
That's a regular.
That's a regular right there. I'm out there.
But Pepe's used to be that spot. You go to karaoke on Wednesdays. You go there on Friday nights. You go there on Saturdays. Like, it used to be lit all week. There was not a time you couldn't go to Pepe's and it would not be lit because that's where everybody go.
It's still like that. It just ain't as many people.
It's still is. I think when did I go? I think I went either right when they cleared up the COVID or right before the COVID. One or the other, but it was still cracking in.
They're saying is, Leo, go ahead and get back outside. Go ahead and get back outside, Leo.
I'm an auntie now.
It's so funny how people talk about stuff like that. It was good right before the COVID.
Because COVID changed everything. So COVID changed everything.
You saw Bella Noche's. Bella Noche's was lit before the COVID.
Yeah,
you don't say that. Bella Noche
too. Because a lot of people became entrepreneurs and actually tapped into their hustle spirit and hustle thought process.
A lot of people became crooks.
Make it,
a lot of people became crooks.
I mean, COVID changed for DJing for me. Like, I was just going to be in the house, and then nope, it spiraled on out.
You found a niche.
COVID definitely helped the DJing community a lot. But y'all got us through COVID. Like, when we did something, good gracious. So thank y'all.
Especially a good DJ too. A good DJ. Like, if you had a good DJ who knew how to control, how you control the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you control the flow of the internet. Like, you had a crowd. Like, I was
right.
Regularly.
Yeah, regularly. It was if you had your local DJs doing it, then you had DJ Cassidy, Jazzy Jeff, like they were coming online and just running it. So yeah, y'all really stepped up,
y'all, man, because we needed y'all for real.
Mm-hmm.
My next question.
House parties.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
People still inviting folks over, get it turning up. That was we.
Oh yeah, I DJ'd a few unsolicited parties.
Not you voluntarily DJ. Yep, I'm in there. I'm in this thing.
People was doing virtual house parties. Virtual house parties. Those things, I think, was a thing.
Yeah, we had a couple.
Yeah, they still doing them on YouTube too.
Are they? That's great.
Yeah.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
So my next question. So I know you guys have Little Nugget, and that's a new venture for you guys because he is 1, right? Okay, so tell me, how does having the little one now like play a part in your dynamic, and how has parenting impacted your marriage dynamics? How has that worked out for you all?
Well, we have a blended family. You know, my husband has, children, and I had Jaden, and now we both have Nugget together. So we are a nice little blended family. So that took a little for me getting used to, because I never was a stepmother. So I didn't know, I love kids, but now it's a little bit different than a kid that you see at the church or, down the street, like, hey, how you doing? This is somebody that, you have to not only love, but you have to discipline. So that learning where I fit in at, it actually didn't, I overthink. So I overthought it, but just, learning him and his parenting style, getting to know the mothers and, let them know where I am, where I stand, most of them call me Nene. They call me Nene. I prefer that. That's my nickname. Because my family, all of them call me that. So they call me Nene, but they still say that's my mom. If they're out in public, this is my mom or whatever. So I know just that portion for me was a little, I just wanted to be overly cautious because I don't want to overstep any boundaries. I didn't want him to coming in thinking that I wasn't going to, be loving and caring to his children and, be the mother figure that, he needed as his spouse.
Right.
That's good.
That's great.
So, Will, how did the blended family dynamic affect you as a parent?
Well, it really had no changes, because when we met, I had already had my daughter just turned 3. So he was still, I'm still changing diapers. So I'm like, I've been there for him his whole life. So he, as far as his memories go back, I've been around. So it really wasn't, a problem. And, the discipline, as long as you do what I tell you to do and do what you're supposed to do, I don't bother you. I don't get on you. It's when you don't do what you're supposed to do, then, mama, he's a boy. Let me go ahead and tighten him up. Because if I don't tighten him up, somebody outside this house is going to tighten him up, and it ain't going to be the way we think. So she's never had a problem with that at all with me. We've never argued about any of that. As far as disciplining the children or what should be done, we've never had that type of issue. She's always let me be dad.
Is that something that you guys kind of discussed to be like at the point where you guys decided to like be together and start blending? Was that something that y'all had a discussion about, or is it something that just kind of like happened naturally?
It more or less happened naturally because she know I coached kids in baseball. And she knew how I was an authoritarian out there on the baseball field with my kids, but I'm teaching you something. So it just happened naturally. We never actually had a discussion about disciplining children or anything like that.
Right.
It was just something that happened naturally. And it's like, I wasn't one of them parents who's, this is my kid, you can't say that. No, because when I'm not around, they need to respect you as if I am here.
Absolutely.
So we never discussed. That was one thing we didn't discuss at all. It just happened naturally.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't during the dating phase, you kind of sit back and just observe how, he talks to his kids, how I talk to mine. So you kind of know and kind of get a feel for, what works and what doesn't. And just communicating, just, even if you call it pillow talk, just talking in general, not setting aside a conversation, but just talking about it, or say, oh, well, this could have been different, or this could have been different. But for the most part, we really have not, bumped heads with any type of disciplining the children. And, as they gotten older, like, we knew each other, like we said, from us growing up together. So we knew our other families and stuff just from growing up. So we kind of have that background too of the family dynamics, from his side and my side. But just now, just as they're getting older and teenagers, and what do you do with a 13-year-old boy who takes longer showers now? Or, just
did we just talk about that last week?
We just talked about that last week.
So a couple last week, they had boys. They got all boys.
Yeah.
All boys.
Yeah, we got all boys, and then we have our daughter. So, but actually living with us is the boys. So it was just questions, and I'd be like, okay, now what do we do? Or how do I say it? They want to talk to girls, and I came from a family full of girls. So my thought process would probably be different than his family, who is full of boys. So, I like to see how we can, come together, just through regular conversation, or just me asking questions or overthinking. Overthink a lot.
And I think sometimes overthinking is good, just depending on the situation, because it kind of helps you to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And sometimes overthinking helps you to be a little cautious, so you don't.
Overthinkers could never be criminals.
He says this all the time.
Overthinkers could never be criminals or do anything wrong, ever.
Absolutely.
You're right, because that's why I've never done it.
That's exactly why I never did nothing.
Because I promise you, I'd be like, okay, now what I'm supposed to say? Now, what if they tell me this? And then if they tell me this, then what should I do? Should I not do that? Should I sit here? Should I have a straight face or a funny face? Like, what should happen? It's all about just going to return something to Walmart. I mean, I just want to make sure.
Not
Wally World trying to just return something.
Not just returning something.
Nah, it'd be like, okay, well, I bought it a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
I'm throwing it on the counter. Give me my money.
At this point, it's just getting up and go do it. I'll go do it for you.
Pass the return date policy, and I'd be like, okay,
yeah, that's exactly what it is. I got. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll just go do it for you.
Pretty much.
Because at this point,
that's a tactic. That's what that is. That's a tactic.
Yeah, it is a tactic. Yeah, so you could do it.
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to do that. I want to be like, I'm gonna go in here, and they gonna take my stuff back, and it's 60 days past the return date.
Not 60 days. She said it's been 3 months, but I'm still returning it anyway. It's okay. Just take it in there. They're gonna give you a little gift card, and you good.
Yeah, they'll give you a card.
Yeah, you good. So Will, how does that work for you? Like, knowing that she's an overthinker when it comes to things like that. Like, what do you do to alleviate the overthinking sometimes?
I listen until she gets tired of the point of talking. Then I give the advice, and then she comes back with another set of questions, and I listen. And then eventually I'll be like, you know what? I got it. I do it. I got it. Don't worry. It's okay.
Exactly. I told you it was a second. I'll just do it.
Because sometimes the questions on top of the question on top of the question. Yeah. See? Yeah. That's it. I got it, babe. I'll take it back to the store. I'll return the items. I got it. I got it.
And it'll get done quicker too. It
makes it a little bit easier sometimes. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, I think that plays a part in knowing your person.
Absolutely.
That's it. In and out. We ain't playing.
Sometimes I'd be like, ooh, I don't want Big Will to jump in. So I'll try to sit. And then if I use this, babe, I need Big Will, he already know, like, I probably exhausted all options. And that means that it's time to get busy.
The funniest thing is everything she tries to fix by her overthinking, she ends up coming to me anyway. We could have just did that in the first place and we'd have been done with it.
I be trying to do a big girl thing.
Right. I was about to say, she be trying to handle it. Yeah. I think that's cute though. I think that's a good thing, like, of knowing your person and being able to balance it out. Like, when you know you're gonna give her all of these chances to get all of her stuff out. And that also says a lot about her safety and her feeling safe with you, to be able to, like, literally be herself and get all of the questions out and go through her whole scene and rhetoric that she has to, in order for her to reach the next step. And then you just like, okay, now you done, give it to me anyway. I'm finna just go on and take it back. Cause I mean,
I take care
sometimes I ain't mad. Listen, I wouldn't mind a person be like, you know what, I'm gonna just take care of it.
Okay.
Will, for me. Thank you. I don't even know what I would do if somebody just started taking care of stuff.
Because, like you said, it's a space of safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Space of safety. Like, you, like, okay. Because most of the time, I'm not gonna say, I don't know how about all the women, but I know a lot of women that I know, they have a tendency to want to do it themselves. They want to. They have been conditioned that they've been doing everything on their own for so long that when somebody does try to come in and do it, I get it. No, it's a safe thing for you to be like, oh, okay, thank you.
Bro, I literally want to turn my brain off
all the way. Like, I don't want to think no more.
I don't want to think. Turn it off.
What?
My brain off.
Let people do stuff for you, huh?
Yeah,
well, very non-Aquarius
of you. Off so I can go ahead and let somebody else do it.
You about to get.
You want to go to the store too? Go ahead with your bad self. Like, bro, listen, I would be so delighted. You won't take care of all of that. Well, I'm finna go on and make your damn dinner, okay? I'll be here when you get back. Because I love that. I love that for you, baby mama. I love that for you.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that for you. Because you over there feeling safe in your overthinking. Do you know how unsafe overthinkers think that they are?
Yeah.
And that might sound crazy, but overthinkers really do be thinking that they not safe.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't even freely overthink. They overthink to themselves and then process all of the overthinking by themselves.
Right.
No, we got to be in bed by a certain time. Anybody got all that time for all that thinking and corrections, man? Look here, I get up for work at 3:45 in the morning. We got to go to sleep.
So I'm gonna take care of it.
Right.
I need to go to bed.
Right.
I ain't mad at that.
He's never in our 11 years being together made my overthinking feel like it wasn't important. Like he said, he listens to it. He knows that if it is something that's bothering me, I am going to replay it in my head a few times, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And he never, just told me to stop or was like, oh, you're overthinking it. Like, no, he never made it feel inferior because it is important to me. That's why I'm thinking about it. So he never made it, pushed it to the wayside or made it feel like it wasn't important, and sometimes I'd be like, I'm overthinking. And he'd be like, it's okay.
Just a little bit.
I feel you. That's awesome. I typically overthink in silence. I overthink in silence. I sit there and rationalize everything and figure it. And eventually I figure it out. And then I just make a decision and I do something. And it gives me so much anxiety because I don't know what the outcome is, which is part of the reason why we overthink, is because we don't know the outcome and we're nervous about what's going to be the outcome of that. It's kind of like a control issue, I guess, in a way.
Oh, yeah. You think?
What? Sounds like it pretty much that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But then eventually I make a decision and then I'll be like, oh, okay. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Listen, I'm not even going to talk about the process that happens over here when I overthink. So
there's a process?
Just know,
baby.
A whole process.
Okay.
You've been on the receiving end. You've been on the receiving end of some of the thought processes happening.
Yeah.
Like, you've been on the other end of the phone when I've had them processes popping off in my brain. And you, like, it's so different when it's like your homie and they be like, bro, just do this. And I'll be like, don't talk to me like that. Like,
yeah, that's how she actually does this. I'll be like, yo, seriously.
Don't talk to me like that. Like, I'm processing. But now that you all have this little one, how is that dynamic? Like, how has he shifted the household? Because I'm pretty sure there's a big shift because of the age gap between the older children and this little one with his little cute self. So I know it's a big difference. So tell us about how that looks.
I gotta work 20 more years. That's the dynamic he changed. I had to work 20 more years before I can retire. That's the dynamic he changed. Financial stability.
That's facts.
Y'all dang.
Because y'all started all the way over.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we've been waiting on him since we, got married. So, it was long overdue. So we are enjoying every minute. We want him to stay a baby and go through all this process. And it's like, I'm kind of glad we are older because we get to actually enjoy those moments of him walking and talking and learning. And we get to, kind of do things a little bit differently than when you're in your 20s. You're trying to find yourself and you have a baby and you're trying to find your career path and trying to get financially stable and get away from your parents and, still party and still do this. So, now that we're older, at least for me, I enjoy watching this process with him and being able to be a part of that process and not have to see it on a camera or from a video at the daycare or this. I'm actually here to see it and partake of it. And we're more in a better space mentally, financially, we're more stable now to where we can kind of give him things that, we may or may not have been able to do with the other kids. So, and they love him. They argue on who he looks like, and he goes to their room, all the time, steals their PlayStation 5 remote control, and they don't beat him up about it. And they enjoy having their little brother.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say,
He ain't holding up to fight back yet. That's all. He ain't holding up to fight back. It's gonna be a problem.
But by then, everybody will be gone. Jaden 14, he got 4 more years, so he'll be the only child.
Wow. I'm mad that he just lining it up right now. He's like,
okay.
4 more years.
4 more years.
He gave everybody eviction notice. Everybody got an eviction notice. You got 4 more years. You got 2.5.
Yeah.
The 24-year-old, she already gone. She graduated college this year.
Amen. All right.
Yeah. Then our 17-year-old, he graduates high school this year.
Okay.
So y'all really getting them on up out of there. Y'all really getting them on up out of there.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
right.
I think he already
anniversary is this year. It's just like we have so much going on this year to celebrate, more so than anything.
Right. That's good stuff.
He's happy.
It looks like he's gonna be celebrating and giving eviction letters at the same time. Congratulations!
Everything you talk about, I see dollar signs just going that way.
He's gonna be like this. Congratulations! Here you go. Have a good one.
And the bad part, like my daughter graduate and my son prom is on the same day. So I gotta go to Terre Haute the night before, watch her walk across the stage, come back without taking pictures with her to get him off to his prom.
Yep.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. As soon as they call her name, I'm out.
Yeah.
I already told
oh, that's gonna be some driving.
I say, as soon as they call your name, I'm out.
Yeah.
I gotta make it back for your brother's prom so he could tie his tie.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's good stuff. That's
but that's the job though. That's that good fatherhood. You trying to be there for everybody.
For everything and everybody, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and they not even gonna care about, like, some kids not even gonna care about the pictures. They gonna care about the fact that when they looked in the audience, they saw you there. Or when
no, she gonna hear me. I'm gonna make sure she hear me.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Right.
Make sure she hear me.
He gonna have a whole little DJ situation on his phone. As soon as she walk across that stage, it's gonna be a whole little thing.
My daughter,
baby.
That's my daughter.
Right.
You already
know. So we're gonna keep the questions rolling. So this one is more so about communication, how you guys communicate. And we already see that Will helps you to get all your overthinking out and makes you feel safe and doing all of that kind of stuff with getting your overthinking out. And again, that is so beautiful, because the whole thought process of somebody making me feel comfortable enough to ramble until all of my thoughts is out.
Mm-hmm.
Man. But on the flip side of that, how do you guys approach disagreements or conflicts within your marriage?
Well, from the beginning, let's just be honest. Communication has always been a horrible point for me and most men, because we're taught to, you take care of it and you just keep the burden on yourself. And it's just like, in the beginning, she hated that my communication was horrible. Like, if it was a problem or something couldn't be done, I kept it to myself and figured the way out. And she's like, "What's wrong?" Nothing. You don't have to worry. So, but now my communication has gotten better. Like, the biggest thing in a marriage to discuss is bills. And the bad part about bills is, if the money ain't there, I feel like, what are we talking about it for? It can't get paid. It don't matter what we talking about it for. It ain't there to get paid. So why should I get depressed and upset about something I can't do nothing about anyway? The money ain't there. That one to get paid next time.
Right.
I had to learn for her peace of mind. We had to discuss it anyway and just be like, look, it ain't there. This one gonna be late. Mm-hmm. This one gonna be late. Sorry, it is what it is. This one gonna be late.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I didn't know that was a problem for him. Was like money and just communicating, and I didn't want him to feel like I was trying to be like a mother hen and trying to be like point A, point B, but as an overthinker, and then just coming from a hurtful place before I met him, I was still very guarded and didn't want to get hurt again. So it took us a while to kind of learn each other. Was the biggest thing. Learn, who Will is, and when Will is quiet, when Will is talking, what is Will, and then he had to learn what was Lynn. And once we kind of learned that, and it's still a developing thing. It never changes, because different situations can bring out a different conflict in the relationship that you have to figure out how are you going to discuss it. And one thing that I'm a non-confrontational person. I don't like confrontation. So to bring up an issue, again, the overthinking kicks in. And telling him, oh, it's okay. Oh, it's okay. After that third time of him asking me what's wrong, and I say, okay, I gotta bring it up now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, you got 3. I'm gonna ask you 3 times.
Right. Now, what we have learned is that if I'm not ready to talk about it, or he's not ready to talk about it, we'll just say, it is something bothering me. I'm just not ready to talk about it right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll give that space. And I don't bring it back up 20. Well, are you ready to talk about it now? Like we don't do that. And eventually it will come out. So we had to learn that.
I think
that's what's up.
You touched on quite a few different things as far as like communication wise. First of all, Will, congratulations on growing in your communication, because some people would just be stubborn and they be like, I ain't even finna learn, bro. Like you finna take don't put your hood on.
Take your hood off, Pablo.
Don't put that hood on.
Show your face, sir.
I'm just gonna be who I am, and this what you gotta accept, and this what you gotta take. And so that is how some people are. And especially for men, like you said, you guys are fixers. So a lot of y'all don't even care to communicate nothing. I fixed it, but that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. I wanted to talk through this because I wanted to be included on the conversation, or what was the next steps of this, because you wasn't the only one stressing about it. I was too.
Yeah.
But if we fixed it, what's the point of stressing?
See, but that's what we think as men is like, okay, well, if I don't tell you, I keep it from you, how you gonna stress? So what y'all have to understand is this is how we think, because if I keep you out of it, you have nothing to worry about. Let me do the worrying.
However, let
me put this book bag on. You sit in the book bag, and I'm gonna take you out the book bag once we get over this line that I need to cross for us. That's how we think. That's how we think.
Stress what you don't see.
Exactly. You can't
I stress what I don't see.
No, you can't.
I got control issues.
No, and that's your that's your problem.
No, and so now it's our problem, babe.
No. You see, you're making your personal problem. You see, I see the problem.
Now it's our problem, babe.
No, if I see the problem, I fix it. You can't stress over it. You can't even. It didn't even happen. So why are you stressing?
But it did.
But one thing you gotta break down. Sorry, like I said, we both grew up in church, so we are one. So I'm spiritually tied to you, just not legally. So there are things that you're still going to try to hide from me that are still going to be revealed to me, whether you tell me or not.
That is fine. I believe that.
You are my priest. You are my covering. That's who you are. But I am the person who maintains everything else underneath you. So we have to work as one. We have to communicate as one. Certain things that I know he's going to fix is just a respect to tell me this is the situation. It's not
thank you, Lynn.
Together. I am going to let him fix it, because I'm going to overthink, and then I'm going to be in the corner crying somewhere. I am going to let him fix it because he's my master. He's my priest. He's my covering. He's my head. He's to protect me. So I understand that protection part of you don't want to tell me, but it's still, I feel the struggle that you feel. I feel that we're up at night worrying about it. You can't go to sleep because I'm trying to cover underneath you, and you can't even get in that groove with me because you're so stressed out.
Yeah. It's beating up on your chest, sir. What is wrong?
I like everything you just said, and I dig that. And
it ain't about me.
Okay? This ain't
gonna be about me today.
Exactly. It is biblical, and that's the way it should be. But in all reality, women just want I have to say, and I'm not gonna say all women. I'm not gonna even generalize it. But at the end of the day, you guys just want the problem to be solved.
We do. We want the problem to be solved, but that's not the
point. So say for instance, something happens down the line, right? and it's something where you're incapable of doing because for whatever reason, maybe you are paralyzed, maybe you're just not there at that moment or whatever. I'm just saying, because you have to think about certain things happen. If you don't tell me what you did to fix this and this problem occurs again, how am I going to be able to help?
If it happens again, I didn't fix it.
Well, it doesn't, you don't know what that may be, because stuff can happen in different type of ways. I can stun my toe 7 different times in 7 different ways. So
it's like getting into this conversation with these. You're never gonna win the battle.
It's not a battle.
No, but it's not even a battle. It's about having
it's not a battle at all.
Yeah, it's not a battle. It's about having an understanding.
I understand, like, but my thing, like, I get it. Like, I believe everything that Lynette said. Like, for real, I dig that. And a relationship like that is very powerful. When you find your person and that y'all can connect like that, and especially if the person you guys are into each other like that, is very moving. But me myself, like, I just figure out what's the problem. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Will just looks at, like he says, he worked, like, you're an overthinker, so his job is to basically, like, this. He makes you feel better just by listening to you, and that's what we do. That's the problem. I'm just gonna listen. If that's how I know, that's how I help you. That's the only thing I'm gonna do is just listen. And then when you ask me the little questions, okay, that's it. But I just believe in just solving the problem and just moving on from there. And when I solve the problem, I try to make sure that I solve it to the best point.
And that's exactly how I was in the beginning. Like, if it was an issue, it's just like, I'm gonna fix it. And then she's like, is everything okay? Yeah, everything's good now, but you was wrong. What was wrong? I'm like, nothing, so I had to learn it. Certain things we have to open up and share, and as Black men, man, it's hard. It's hard for us to do that. It's hard because, say, if that relationship doesn't work out and you don't let yourself be vulnerable, and then you turn around and somebody slap you in your face where you done said your deepest confessions, that makes it an issue. That makes it an issue.
Yeah, that is true. But
and if you've been hurt like that before, man, it's just like, I'll take care of it and we'll discuss it on the back end. Yeah, I had to learn that some things just have to be communicated. Some things have to be.
Because sometimes it's not just for your mental, it's for ours as well.
Ours too, yeah, because we can feel it.
Because we know that you're stressing over trying to fix something, and I'm your partner. You might be trying to fix it, but talk to me about what you're trying to fix, and I can be your ear just like you can be mine. So there is the give and take. Like, yes, you are the protector, the provider, all of that good stuff, but I'm also, like, you the head, I'm the neck. So you can't move without me. So let's figure this thing out together so we can.
Let's make this loud and clear though. Women, like, the women that actually care about that are very rare. Let's make that loud and clear.
It's not rare. You just haven't ran across them.
No. I know you're right. You might be right, but I'm just saying it's still a rare breed though, especially in this generation. Not all women's like not worried about all that. Well, let's be real though.
I really wouldn't know because I don't know all women. I just know the circle of women that I know.
Yeah. Look. The same way you're gonna.
I'm gonna say this.
Look, the same
I'm gonna say that a lot of women.
I'm
gonna say a lot of women have not witnessed healthy relationships in order to be able to translate that across relationships.
Exactly.
And then sometimes some people won't ever witness a healthy relationship, so they think the stuff that they see on TV in regards to love and hip hop and all that other kind of stuff. How they think that's healthy, I don't
really know.
But
they're exposed to.
But also, and seeing different things and having the exposure to people who have healthy relationships, not perfect ones, healthy ones, and that's the difference too. Healthy versus perfect, because ain't no perfect relationship, but a healthy one can go through the trials and tribulations, the ups and the downs, and figure things out. But going through a relationship, we don't want y'all to be stressed.
Absolutely.
Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all right. It is some women who could care less about your stress.
Yep. Just
they won't. You could die. You could die for all they care.
Yeah.
They gonna be all right because they finna go find the next dude who gonna pull the money out their pocket and take care of them. But if it is your person, somebody who really cares about you, who really loves you, who really wants to see you win, grow, and become your best self, they're not gonna want you to sit there and be stressed out over some problems that we could talk through. You can still go fix all of it. You can go be Olivia Pope, the male version, but still, she had a team that she had to talk to and talk through it with before she made
the decision. Yep.
So I love you, baby, but come here, because your energy messing with my energy, and it's gonna mess with the energy of the house. So now we gotta fix this because your heart beating fast, and it's finna pop out of your chest, and I'm trying to lay down, and I'm not gonna.
Okay, we
you sound like you got an HBCU. You got an HBCU
attack problem
going on in your chest.
Okay, one more personal attack.
You should. Go on, take it. Go on, take it.
I mean, I don't even know what's going on in your life, so that wasn't personal.
But you know I'm on heart medicine now. You already know I'm on heart medicine.
But be honest. Let's be real. It could be an attack.
If the shoe fits, put the knees on.
No. It's not even about the shoe fitting. But my thing is like I said, I feel like everything I'm hearing about Will and that, I really appreciate that. Like, this is something it's a brand new wave. Like, I'm talking about me being as a divorced dude right now who's talking, who's actually contemplating, who's entering new relationships. It's tough. Like, to put your guard down. You be like,
let us both be honest. We both been divorced before, so I'm telling you, I was where you was at for years after my divorce, bro. Boy, you talking about guard and let somebody in? Boy, you got electric fence, and I got Rottweilers over here before you get through all that.
Man, listen.
Get them gunpowder so they can devour.
Right. The
yes, come on, DJ Light Bright.
Good DJ. That's a good DJ right there. I like
there
That's
you
a
go.
Good DJ. She put the biggie in there. But I'm just saying, it's like to grow, like to find somebody that actually cares about who you are personally is like, when it happens, you don't even want to believe it your damn self. You be like, nah, she playing, you know, and that's how it is.
It's hard to believe it.
I'm not saying it's not. And listen, ladies, I'm not saying that y'all be fraudulent about it. It's just on our side.
Oh no, I understand it.
It's like on some she about to flip on me, and I gotta get ready to knock her out real quick. Hold on. But
y'all be out here blocking people that be making y'all smile,
making you feel good, and you don't know how to deal with it because you done dealt with so much trauma, and so now you don't even know how to deal with it.
She got me smiling at my phone too much.
Right, I'm over here looking at
it. And it be like that.
My feet.
It is like that. It is like that, and sometimes like that's why I said like I enjoyed like this week. Like I was telling Leo, I was like this week. I was like, you got us all in this love all week, and trust me, And she's like, well,
he literally said like, I ain't digging this love shit. And I'm like, well, you gonna be mad all month.
yeah.
You gonna be mad all month. Don't get twisted.
I'm really on. I was like, you got us on this love thing all month? She was like, yep. I was like, okay. All right.
I'm hoping that by the end of this series, that even within us and not just our followers and stuff, that it changes the thought, like, because that's the point, right? It's to change the thought process about love and stuff. I feel like so many times we generalize people based off of our experiences. Not all men are like this, and not all women are like that. And just because that marriage failed doesn't mean that your next marriage will fail. It doesn't mean the purpose of having these relationships is to learn and grow from them anyway. So what did I do in this relationship that I don't want to bring into the next relationship? What can I change about what happened before, or what can look at to be like red flags that make me be like, nah.
But
and
those
then,
are the.
And then
I want to say this to that. You don't really. So as far as bringing what happened or bringing your past relationship into your new relationship, this is the biggest thing you have to remember. You, as a man or as a woman, a different person brings out a different version of you.
Absolutely.
So you have to remember that everything that you did in the other relationship wasn't a bad thing. This person you with now might love that part about you. Mm-hmm. So you have to actually learn that person, because you can't say, well, my marriage failed or my relationship failed, so I need to change who I am based off of what this person are. You're going to bring something different out of me from somebody else I dated. I'm going to bring something different out of you, because if I'm supportive in who I need to be with you, and you like, man, listen here. Women need protection. Y'all love to feel protected. Men, we love to be financially stable. So if I can get you to your place and I can get to my place, I'm gonna bring out a totally different woman. You're gonna bring out a totally different man. So you can't always say you're gonna change. You're going to have to learn the person you with and see where they at in their lives. This is the biggest mistake that we make. We get with it in our next relationship, but we don't know where that person actually is in his life. As a man, the number one thing to us as men, and most men will agree, if I'm not financially stable, I cannot love you the way that I'm supposed to. I'm wasting this money to get to this place where we have no need. And in that place, I can't protect you all the time. And now you're feeling vulnerable. But if you get to a place you understand, hey, babe, I'm almost at my financial goal. Hey, I can do this and I can bring more into this relationship with you. But as men, that's our biggest thing, financial stability.
I don't like my spouse to ask for nothing twice.
And we don't like to be without it. If we're going to go somewhere, it's not like I need to be like, well, look, I'm going to order this off the menu and you order this off the menu.
I don't like penny pinching.
We don't like that feeling. Like, we can't stand that. I'd rather just stay in the house and not do nothing than to just be like, hey, but then you like, well, you don't take me out and show me off. It's not that I don't take you out to show you off. I ain't financially stable to take you out, because this money that I'll tell you I was showing you off with, I'm gonna be crying next week because I can't get to work. I don't want to tell you this in the beginning, because I don't want you to be thrown off and thinking like, oh, he just another dude that out here ain't doing nothing. It's just I'm not at that financial point that I can do everything and take you everywhere and show you off and do this and that. We can have a date night here, and yes, I'll save up for date night. And if you can't respect that, then you're not really understanding and trying to understand me as a man, and I'm not trying to understand you as a woman, because everything ain't always there at your fingertips, man. It's
everything ain't black and white.
It's work. And as men, we're not gonna sit here and tell y'all we ain't got it, because that's not how we were raised.
That's not how we was built.
I'm not built to tell you I ain't.
I'm not built to tell you no.
Yeah, and that's a really good point. And as you were talking, Will, that reflected on something in my past relationship. Is like that was part of the reason like we started like shifting, because he was doing all of this overtime and all of this other kind of stuff, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? And eventually, like, we had to have a sit down, because I'm like, what is this? You don't like me? You don't want to be at home with me? Is this why you doing all this working?
And that was
nowhere in my 20s. I was in my 20s, so like I've grown. But it was because he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me what was going on. He didn't tell me his thought. He didn't tell me his plan. He didn't tell me nothing. It was just like,
that's embarrassing for me.
But
that's embarrassing.
It is.
And I'm like, what's going on? Like, bruh.
Like, you don't like to be
you will never be at home no more. You don't like me? You cheating? What's going on?
What's her name?
Right.
But why is that always the first thing y'all go to though? Oh, I hope that
it's not the first thing.
It's not the first thing.
It's not the first thing. One of the first things we start wondering like what's happening? What's
going on? Yeah.
What do we do wrong? Or am I not beautiful anymore?
It don't have nothing to do with y'all.
We blame ourselves first before we even go into that part.
Even think about it being something else or somebody else. So we damn, did I do something? Is he mad at me? Like we go through this whole process of trying to figure it out, like if it's me first. Then it goes to the other things. But we eventually had a conversation and he was like, no, I just wanted more for us. And I just wanted this, and this. And I was like, oh, well, okay. I'm like, bro, you could have said that, and I wouldn't have been up in here like feeling away. I'm like, you got me up in here feeling away.
You don't come home. Then you come
home like
home.
thieves in the night. Okay, like I'm coming home, you leaving. I'm leaving, you coming home. I'm like, we became roommates for a while, and that pissed me off. I'm like, So just understanding that, or learning that in that situation, and even him having that discussion with me, he told me he had to talk to some of his guy friends to gain an understanding of how to handle that situation better, because they were married, they were older. Like, we were in our 20s, his friends was like 40s. That's what happens when you work with older people. So they were able to give him some advice and tell him how to navigate that. And so I'm glad, Will, that you broke it down in that way, because some people do need that breaking down so they can fully understand, like, it's not just about her needs and his needs, it's about a collective. Like, y'all are partners. And I love the fact that you said we got to be protected, and we feeling vulnerable if you can't protect us. And I love that. So yeah. That's literally what it is. A lot of times they ain't got shit to do about nobody else. Bro, why you not talking to me? To me. I don't care about nobody else. I don't care about who else. Why you not talking to me?
And in that type of protection, like what he said, to piggyback off of what you just said, that's a different level of love. Because some guys can be like, man, I ain't trying to spend no money on this heifer. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get my money up just so I can be out here, go to the club and spend it with my niggas and hang out and do da. But to say that I am not financially where I want to be, so then I can make sure that she feels protected and that she has everything that she needs. That's a different, that's a spiritual, what we call it, agape love. That's a love right there. Because I'm not okay. And the way that I feel like I need to be okay, I cannot do these things that I want to do for you. And half the time we don't, as women, we don't know that these are the things that you guys are thinking about when it comes to us. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that you're thinking like, I want to take care of you. I want to do this for you. I want to do these things for you. Oftentimes, depending on the woman, if we're hearing all this stuff, but it's not any action being happened behind it, or you're saying all these things you want to do, but then you're not financially able to do it. Now we're looking at you like you full of shit, basically. Exactly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's just coming from like Leo said, she was in her 20s. She trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because we can't at a certain time, at a certain age, or just a certain way that we are mentally, we can't process that, especially if we haven't seen it.
From my therapist,
we was together my whole 20s, all of my 20s. Like,
so from my therapist point of view, he told me that was a form of my love language. To protect, that was my way of protecting whatever it was. So it was a love language type of barrier, like to make sure that everything was straight. Like I said, and like I'm pretty sure us as men, the moment she'd be like, "Oh my God, I want to get my nails done," Cash App.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Like I said, it's a problem. All I want to be able to do is solve a solution. Oh, my car needs fixed. Cool. Pick up the car, take it to the shop, done. Like like women, like, and the funny thing about it, all you guys are doing is just venting, and we're hearing it and we're taking it in as, all right, this is what we need to do. It's on our to-do list for us.
Yeah.
So
you also got to know when you can't do it.
Facts.
Like, because a lot of people they will be the protector and protect everybody else except for themselves. So you have to know when you can't do it. So I need my nails done.
And
can't do it.
Sometimes it ain't meant for you to do. Sometimes we just literally
just talking.
Yeah, but like I said, you're right. But that's what I said. It's also a problem within ourselves as well, because we're thinking that you guys are just complaining and it's a problem. And in all reality, you guys are venting.
Not complaining.
No, but it's the truth. It's like the weirdest communication messed up barrier ever. So you're like, I want to get my nails done. And I'm like, okay. Cash App, go get that done. But like you said, Pablo, sometimes like, people like, damn.
And now you don't got no lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So,
well, my nails cute.
Like, see?
Thank you, babe. See?
Thank you, Big Papa.
But it just be.
Now
like,
you up here with your stomach growling.
Right.
Oh, but like I said, I understand that. Like, it's just the communication.
Nazi at work. I'm the one stealing everybody lunch because I'm
exactly.
Look, I'm about to give y'all a hack. I'm about to give y'all a whole little hack. If you've seen that she's done her own nails before, go to the beauty supply store, or you can go to the Dollar Tree. They got all them little press-on nails for $5, $10, $2, and give her a whole little thing. You said you want your nails done. Here's a variety, baby. I got you, because I ain't got the money to make.
Amazon.
Well, go on Amazon.
Amazon gift card.
Exactly.
I would be so excited if somebody sent me an Amazon gift card. Thank you, babe. I go here and buy my nails.
Okay, that part.
But that's what I had on anyway. I didn't really want to go. I wanted to do my nails. I didn't want to go get them done. I wanted to do them. It's a difference.
But what was Moses saying? I'm gonna jump on the back of that real quick. When you guys vent to us, that clicks action in our mind. It ain't you venting. You think you just telling me a story. While you're running this down to me, I done figured out 17 different ways to solve each one of them, so you don't have that stress, and you just venting. But when you vent, we immediately go into action mode.
Exactly.
Real men. Let me rephrase that. Real men who care immediately go into action mode, because that's something that's preventing you from being, as they say nowadays, in your feminine energy. So we try to keep you there instead of you. Gotta put the pants on and go out there and cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely tired of being a thug.
No, you're not.
I don't think that could ever happen. I don't think that could ever happen. Y'all always gonna want to be. Y'all always gonna want to be a thug in your own way. But like I said, when y'all talk,
I'm tired of being a thug.
Look, when y'all talk,
somebody choke me out.
When I hear anything, it's just an action word for me. It's like, all right, cool, I gotta go get. So now I just added that to my budget. Nails done, car needs to be fixed, whatever. That's on my budget now. And you're right. Sometimes you can't get it done. So my thing is, I
fixed the car. If I can. Anything on the car, if I can, I'm going to do it. I'm just gonna go buy it and fix it. Like,
like that's
some real men.
Mechanics. I don't have a problem like calling my boy who's a mobile mechanic and getting the parts and telling him, yo, put this on this car for me and I'm good. But it's just that's the way I take things. As soon as the moment you tell me is a problem, I figure it's something that needs to get done. Like how you said, Will listens, like he picks his spouse, like he listens to her and be like, and he's listening to her overthink. That's how they work their thing out. Yeah, so like that's their thing. So they're like, and then as soon as she be like, babe, am I overthinking? He like, maybe, not really, but we could do it. That's how he puts in his 2 words and feedback to clear the whole situation. It's just a problem solver. My thing is, the moment you tell me, damn, this is due. Now I'm just like, all right, cool.
Well, Moses, I need a new studio. You want fix it.
I don't know nothing about you, bro, right now.
Hold on.
Problems.
Let me figure out something I can do to call Moses tomorrow. Moses.
No.
Like, let me talk to you about what my problem is.
I'm not even going to be a thug tomorrow. I'm going to just call like, Moses.
Oh, he knows something wrong then.
Yeah, I'm going to be like this.
He's going to be like, girl, get off my phone.
He got T-Mobile internet too, y'all. He got T-Mobile internet too, so he ain't gonna be able to hear everything.
There you go. I do. I'm in this bus. I'm
like this.
I'm in this hotel with the rundown internet. Huh?
I said, I feel like you hear me. But
and they told me
absolutely I get you, Moses, and it is a process to kind of balance it out on both ends and not always feel like you got to jump to action, but also like trying to figure out the ebbs and flows of your partner and stuff like that. So
what about the
I would just say
no,
I was just gonna say, like, keep doing the work, because that's what's gonna help you to be able to not be as like Action Jackson or like feeling like you gotta solve all the problems. Because I mean, we don't want y'all.
R.I.P. Carl Weathers.
Hey, look at it. That's professional work. Go ahead, Leo. You ain't know you did it. That's crazy.
I didn't even see your thing.
See,
I did not.
That's how you know you're a pro.
That's what he said. But no,
his phone don't ever
but anywho, how do you guys prioritize maintaining a strong emotional connection, and then what things do you do to sustain intimacy in your marriage? Because intimacy is important.
Well, I'm a touchy-feely person. I'm always touching stuff. My mother used to call me Sticky Fingers McGee because I would go in the store and touch everything. So I need that assurance. I need that holding hand. I need that smack on the butt in the kitchen. I need that kiss before he leaves to go to work. Because if I don't get that kiss in the morning, I'm freaking out all day long. Like, he's mad at me. I'm thinking about, what did we talk about last night? Did I say something? Did he say something? Did I? It can go 10 times to the left. So I need that from him. And he's not a really touchy-feely person. So, but I need that. I need that assurance from him that just makes everything to me, my mind just calm down when he grabs my hand while he's driving, just those simple things. I need that consistently. I don't need that just at the beginning of the relationship when we're in our honeymoon phase. I need that now, because then that just let me know that I'm still connected to you. We're still good. You can still be mad at me, but you better let me put my feet underneath you because they cold.
Absolutely.
Put your leg on my leg and let's go to sleep.
Let's go to bed.
Yeah.
Grab a butt cheek and let's go to sleep.
I'm mad she just said grab a butt cheek. That's crazy.
What about for you, Will?
Women, y'all got to remember, we're always hot. Stop.
Always.
I'm 1,000
That's why I said the feet.
That's why, right?
Just at the feet. Just at the ankles.
I'm a movie.
You gotta cuddle just at the ankles, bro. I need some kind of skin to skin. Put your ankle on my ankle.
I'm a move eventually. Just get me to the sleep mode of comfortability that you right there. Sleep mode. Protecting me in my sleep.
I'm sleeping in front of the door, so you know I'm protect you. I'm the one in front of the door.
Talk about it, Will. Talk about it, because
I'm the one in front of the door.
That's one of the things that a lot of dudes don't know. You supposed to sleep in the front. Just like you supposed to be on the outside when we walking.
Be honest. A lot of women don't even understand that. Till this day, like they don't know that. Yo, seriously, men are supposed to sleep in front of the door.
Wait, when we first got together, that was her spot, and I'm like, no, you need to move over, because if something happened, the first person through the door, I need to be able to get up. I don't need to be climbing over you.
Scooting to the foot of the bed, trying to get out.
Exactly.
That's falling over you, and you sleep.
Now, Lynette, I'm with you. That's my logic. I'm trying to get to the bathroom because I go in the middle of the night now.
But here's the logic.
I ain't even thinking about an intruder. I'm thinking about going to the bathroom.
No.
I'm at the door.
Yeah. That's why we both gonna have that thing under our pillow.
Exactly. I gotta be by the door, and I gotta be able to access.
I'm a better shot, so you might end up shooting me. Now I got it. You lay there.
I know you my glasses on.
Just stay down.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like the old people used to tell me. Somebody need to be able to tell the story, so you need to be able to tell the police what happened.
Somebody got to.
True.
Somebody got to tell the story. But see, like me, my intimacy is different. When I come home to see my family, Everybody's able to do what it is that they want to do. They're not stressing. My 1-year-old is playing. My kids is upstairs doing their video games. My wife is relaxed, doing what her day is. That's where I get my intimacy from, making sure my family is fulfilled. Like I'm not a huge touchy-feely person. I never have been. I just, my daddy was a man's man. My parents have been married now 65 years. So, my daddy was a man's man. All that touchy-feeling, I could tell you, I don't remember the last time my dad hugged me. I think I probably was like 3 or 4. After you get certain age, like, man, listen, this is what men do. We don't do that other stuff that men do. We do this.
Leo.
You know what I'm saying? We don't.
Boy, I don't care. You better hug me.
When she gets emotional or she needs a hug, she knows she has to initiate it most of the time for the hugs and stuff. It's not something that's in the forefront of my brain. And it ain't that I don't love you or I don't care. It's just not something that's in the forefront of my brain to do. I'm not wired like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wired. Most men, we're not wired like that. We love you. We hold hands with you. I'm going to walk closest to the street so you could be closest by the stores. I'm going to be and sleep in front of the door. I'm going to open the doors for you. Do all
Take
those
the trash out. All that.
I'm going to take the car to go get gas. I'm going to take the car, fill your car with gas and get your car.
Do your oil change. Yep.
That's the things that we do to show you intimacy. We all men, we're not all of us. Some of us just not wired emotionally, physical touch. That's just not how we work.
That's the bottom on y'all list.
Excuse me?
What?
I said that's on the bottom of y'all list.
And that's on the top of your
physical touch and stuff.
But that's the funny thing. It's on the top of y'all list. It's really the last thing on our list. Like, I'm not gonna lie
that's
to
what
you.
I'm saying. It's like most of the time on the bottom of y'all list. It's some women that's not like physical touchers, but I'm more quality time. Like, you don't have to be touching me. Like, I just need you near. I need you in the same space. Oh no, I'm very touchy-feely. I just don't. It's not the top. It's like quality time, then physical touch. They like right there. But
Netflix,
yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing. You on one end of the couch, I'm on the other end of the couch, and my foot is under your leg. That's perfect.
That's just weird.
Perfect.
You get your cold foot off me.
Yeah, that's just weird.
But I would say this:
I'm putting my feet under your leg, bro. My feet is cold.
I done bought you 17 throw blankets. Leave me alone.
I don't care. My feet is about to go under your leg, sir.
And
you are my throw blanket. Throw your leg over my feet.
What Will said a little while back was 100% accurate. Like, depending on the person that you with, certain things change. Like, for me, I'm not a super touchy-feely person. I have triggers, and that's the reason why I'm not very touchy-feely. However, I want to become more like affectionate. But when the person I'm currently dating, I want to touch them all the time. Sometimes I'd be like, what? But he'll just like make me, he'll grab me or whatever. But it changed. Like with other people, I'd be like, all right, you over there, I'm over here. It is what it is. But with him, I want to touch him, but I don't know if that's just like the dynamic of me changing. And that's something like my love language is slowly shifting from where it was before, because quality time and acts of service was always top for me. Touchy-feely was probably at the bottom.
Over time. Yeah.
I know one thing that
based on how you're growing as a person. So your love language has changed.
I know one thing that I do with Will is I thank him and appreciate him a lot. Just, even if it's a quick text message or just like, I thank you. I don't know what all you go through during the day. As a Black man, I don't know. I would never know what those shoes feel like. And as the woman that you chose to love you back, I always tell him that I love him. I appreciate him. Thank you, babe, for, working the overtime. Thank you, babe, for making sure this is done. thank you for, loving me and, being supportive of me, whatever. He'll be like, okay, you're welcome. He ain't about to go mushy.
Nothing.
And sometimes
baby.
he will. And sometimes he will respond back mushy. But I feel like that is just another part of me, expressing and showing him intimacy is that, I appreciate you for the things that you don't tell me and that you can't even verbalize into words of what you face when you walk out this door. When you leave me and you give my kiss for the morning and what you have to face, I don't know. So for you to come back home to me safely, I appreciate that. And all that you do to make things work, all the things you do to make things happen and to make me feel safe and make our children feel safe. And you're giving our Black boys a positive role model to be like, yeah, me and your mom, we might go through here or there. Like, we never argue in front of our kids. Like, they could probably tell you never, because we don't. We would have that conversation at another time, if it has to get that heated. But you're giving them such positive, examples of how to be a man and how to talk to your kids and how to love on your kids, how to love on your wife, how to take care of business. It's just so much that he pours into them. It has been poured into them at a young age, because we got to get our Black boys ready for the world. Nobody else is going to do it. And they're going to always, have so many barriers and so many stereotypes and so many things against our Black boys. So I am thankful for, him and just being who he is as a husband and as a father. So I always tell him 50 million times, because that's just who I am.
That's so good. That's so good.
Absolutely. I love that.
I love that. Because there's a lot of Black men who don't feel appreciated. Swear to God. Like, I know a few, okay? More than a few who don't feel appreciated, who don't feel loved, or who like kind of don't feel like they partner give a damn about them overall. So to know that you give him thanks, that you give him appreciation and things like that, keep doing it, girl. Because I know he probably not no affectionate person or nothing like that, but I bet you his ass be cheesing low key when he be he probably be cheesing. He probably but as long as I have known Lynn, I've known Will for a long time because of Peppy's. And I met baby mama because of, how did we meet?
Had to be at one of the bars.
Either a bar or Facebook. But I did some styling for her for a photo shoot. I think was that it? Or was it before that?
We met before then, but our initial like chemistry and vibe started when I just was following you and you did all the plus size, styling for so many people, and you were styling men and all this. I was like, oh, this girl is bad. You hit me. Come touch me.
But watching, like, first of all, just watching Lynn blossom over a period of time has been like a beautiful thing to see. And then even just watching like the both of you all like do your thing and be out here and DJing and all that kind of stuff, like it's been a beautiful process to see. And that was the whole reason for like the Black Love series, is because, just in case y'all didn't know what the Black Love series was based on or what it was about, the Black Love series was literally to give highlight to Black couples, Black married couples, because despite what the world tries to tell you or social media will try to tell you that Black couples or Black people ain't getting married as much. Yes, they are. They are getting married and staying married. Black people are flourishing in their relationships, flourishing in their marriages, and all those kind of things. And so I just wanted to show people, like, in a legit way that I know, or at least know of, like, because some of the couples, we got 2 couples coming on next week and then another coming on the week after that. And the last couple I just met, but I started going through their stuff, looking on their pages, learning stuff about them, and, just paying attention to everybody as a whole. Every single couple that we're going to have on this show has a different story, has a different way that they met. And when you see them, it still equates to love.
Mm-hmm.
And so whatever love looks like for you, whatever your person looks like, however y'all choose to love each other, be with each other, care for each other, be intimate with each other, do that. Stop trying to live up to a standard that social media has, or trying to live up to some unrealistic expectation of what love looks like. Because last week, their story was different. They've been together since they were like 16 and 18. Wow. And so and now they're in their 30s, you know, so it's a whole nother type of dynamic. But understanding that love is truly something that's taking place out here in these streets. Because I don't know why people refuse to show Black love, or Black couples, or Black people happily married, or Black fathers actually fathering.
Oh, you know why. You know why.
Right.
I know why, but I don't know why. Because y'all don't want to. Why y'all don't want to believe that this is out here happening?
It's happening.
All I keep saying is, dear God, I've seen what you've done for others. Okay. I've seen what you have done for
Witnessed
others.
It.
Yeah, but then they'd have to change the narrative if they showed that.
And that's part of my purpose, is to change the narrative. That's part of my purpose. I'm gonna change that narrative, because we gonna show Black men and Black women loving on each other. We gonna show that shit, it don't matter where you meet your person. That's your person, and y'all vibing and y'all rocking and rolling. That's what we gonna do.
Then we won't have any more interracial couples on the commercials, Leo.
Right. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face.
Yeah, we can't have that. Gotta have a little curly hair babies out there and give a reason why their hair is curly.
I want a curly hair baby, but it's an Afro curly.
Okay. Rock rough and stuff in my Afro puffs.
Cause I don't know about y'all, but my baby gonna have some curly hair. Cause my mama had curly hair. But that's neither here nor there. You right, Unknown Journey. He said happy narrative does not sell tickets. Listen,
it doesn't.
We just gonna we ain't worried about selling no tickets. We just gonna keep making sure that narrative is shifted, because it's necessary. I don't want my nephews to not see that Black men and women are loving on each other and all that other good stuff. And I mean, they not watching this, but but if they do so happen to come across this at a later date, that they see love is actually happening, and that is something out here in these streets that is real. Like, I can't say like everybody is relationship goals. Like, nah, I know how I want my relationship to be, but I do know, based on some of the conversations that have happened between last week and this week, I'm like, oh, I like that piece for me. I want that for me. And you know what I'm saying? You can take pieces of people who you actually admire and make that work for you. Person, but we really wanted to make sure that the dynamic and the narrative of Black couples is not that we out here just fighting and fucking. That ain't what we are doing. That ain't what we are here doing.
Fighting, fucking, making illegitimate kids.
And you getting my picture tattooed on your face, right?
You're right. That's not all we out here doing. Okay. That's not it. And we ain't out here fighting in the streets and all of that good stuff. We out here building businesses, building lives, building brands. DJ Light Bright and all of this kind of stuff. Like the couple we had on last week, they got a couple businesses together. Y'all DJing together. So like it's a lot of stuff out here to be seen. So stop just going with the narrative of the BS that they put out here. Them people paid to follow that narrative, y'all.
Yep.
So, okay. Stepping down off my soapbox and getting back to the next question. I just had to make sure y'all knew the whole reason for the Black Love series and all of that good stuff, because it's necessary. Okay. This is a good one. I don't think I asked this one last week, but how do you envision your relationship evolving in the next 5 years or so? How do y'all see yourselves growing in the next 5 years?
That's a good question.
I mean, before pre-nugget, it would been like walking around the house but naked because would be gone. Ball Johnson dance.
Hey, get it. Hey, get it.
But now that, we have Nugget, I mean, of course, the dynamic has changed just slightly. But I just, envision us, getting closer together, becoming, a force that, really can be reckoned with, I admire how long his parents have been married, and that's the goal. I want to be married. I want to give our children that same visual. Like my grandparents are still together. Go to your grandparents' house. You don't have to go to grandma and grandpa's house. We're together. We're building. DJ business is going good. And we're just in a happy, safe space continuously. Able to get over any obstacle that comes our way with any relationship, any up or down that comes. We're just able to knock it down, without, saying, oh Lord, we got to go back to the drawing board. Like we're past that now, we're 15 years in with 5 years from now, we'll be 15, 16 years in. We ain't got time to be playing around. Mm-hmm. Come on, let's go to Costco and go get this water and laugh about it later on tonight when we put our Costco pizza and hot dogs.
Come on.
That's happen.
Well, I just want to get our 1-year-old out of our bed first and put him in his own room. He got his own room. I just said
with a whole bed.
With a whole bed, everything.
Full-size bed.
We want to lay with y'all.
That's the first. That's
he said that's step one.
Look, that's mama's baby.
Above anything.
I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story.
Okay.
We first got together. She had this big old king size bed. Jaden, her son, had his own queen size bed.
Own
room, everything. And so we would fall asleep and we would be on the couch. So one day I'm like, why is we sleeping on this couch?
Fully clothed.
She's like, because Jaden in the bed. He in the what? He 2 years old, getting ready to be there. He in the bed. Don't he got his own room?
He don't like that bed.
So I had to break her to start putting him in his bed so I could actually sleep like a human being and not on this damn couch.
It was like a whole year. It was like maybe a couple of weeks.
Months.
Maybe 3 months.
She went from a couple of weeks to maybe 3 months.
We grown trying to fall asleep on this here love seat. Look here.
Hot. He already hot as it is, right? So imagine sleeping on a sofa, suede sofa, fully clothed.
Oh, baby. You had that man about to have a stroke because he out here hot.
I'm sorry.
We had hot boxing him.
I didn't know. Remember, I had just, we had just got through a divorce. So this whole dating thing now, I got married when I was like 18, 19 years old. So it was something new all over again, dating someone.
Put the baby in his bed.
That's all I had at the point before he came was the baby. It was just me and the baby. So it was just like, this is my snuggle buddy. This is who he gonna sleep with me. So it again, that was a process of, learning that it was okay. I didn't have to overthink that. It was okay. Like thinking back now, like, yeah, I kind of did. I gave him the key to the house and everything, but we still had to sleep on the couch.
Right.
I'll be like, if you don't let that boy go in his bed.
Right.
Because what?
Another goal in the next phase is first we just bought our house and I want to get everything finished, but I also want to plan for our retirement. I'm not going to work the rest of my life. Enjoy it. The kids look here. I tell my kids, you got one time to go to jail. Daddy gonna come get you. After that, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Don't go to jail. Don't get yourself in trouble. I'm gonna be here for you, but that one time, I'm not gonna mortgage my house. I'm not gonna do none of that. I put $50 on your commissary. I'm just saying. Listen.
You in there.
I need to be able to live my life. And now with y'all having a little brother, y'all need to tread lightly on what it is that y'all do. And I want us to get in with a financial advisor, and because of course she's gonna retire before I do. And that's just what happens. My mom retired almost 15 years before my dad. My dad came home one day and was like, "Hey, you're done working." And that was just the end of the conversation. My mom was like, "Okay." And he worked another 15. He worked another 15.
What else is there to say? What else is there to say?
He worked another 15 years after that. Mm-hmm. So, it's just you got to get yourself to a point where you don't run out of money while you're living. And I sure ain't trying to leave none when I'm gone. Y'all ain't got nothing to fight over. Ain't nothing y'all to fight over.
But yeah. Will said it's spent.
It's spent it all.
Y'all got these here properties to divide, and these cars I done left y'all, but y'all ain't got no money to fight about. Hey, look, y'all ain't got no money to fight about. Daddy gonna live.
Wow, I love that though.
Daddy gonna live.
I'm fit to turn up. Okay.
I'm telling you, Daddy gonna travel. Daddy gonna live.
I got a question. So have you guys, and this isn't like all love related, but have you guys ever did like a battle? Like a DJ battle? Yeah.
We kind of sort of did one for an event that we did. It was supposed to be like girls versus boys or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it really wasn't a battle. It was just he played for X amount of time, and then I followed him. I don't think I'm ready to DJ battle my mentor. I don't think I'm ready. I still get overly nervous. I'm gonna overthink, and I'm like, "Ooh, he gonna hit me with this," and then I'm gonna be on the floor crying. Be like, "Damn it, why did I mess that blend up?"
Not on the floor crying.
On the floor crying.
Like prime example to your question. When my wife does a gig, she researches and researches and researches and write out notes and research it. I grab my computer and my bag and my equipment. I'm there. I just need to look at the crowd. Okay, that's where I'm gonna go. But she not like that. She actually she got notes, y'all. I've never seen a DJ
notes.
I do.
Handwritten notes.
Like with the beats per minute and everything to help me break it out, because again, I'm an overthinker. So the part of a DJ, I love what I do. I love engaging with the crowd, but sometimes crowds can be very difficult, and you want to give them, the best party product. That's why I have not DJ'd a full club yet. Like he's been DJing arenas and filled parking lots full of people. I am the roadie that day. I'm bringing in cords. I'm like, you need water, you need food. I'll take the request for you. So I do take notes because I overthink, and then it just helps me if I get stuck or I feel like I can't, I need something else, then I can go to my note real quick and just look, because I haven't DJ'd everything. I haven't DJ'd every genre yet. So been getting different genres and different things and different themes and weddings and stuff like that. All of that can get, for weddings, especially, bridezillas and mamas and all that other stuff, you want to be on point with that. And usually I'm by myself. I don't have my protector with me. Yeah. I usually have one of my sons with me, and they on their phones talking to their girlfriend. So I just be like, nope, this was not what you said, ma'am, because I'm non-confrontational. So but eventually we probably are going to battle. It has been in the works. We have 3 people potentially that wants us to do like a little DJ battle, or husband versus wife, best of both worlds type of thing. So it might be in the works sometime later on this year that we might,
actually let me know, girl. I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
What I was about to say, let us know.
Let us know. The thing that made me think about that is there's this thing that they do in the city. One of my homegirls, she hosted. It's called a sing along. So the it's typically just one DJ, and she's like playing music, and it's like a call response thing that she did the last time I was there, where it was like, okay, it was like the battle of the men versus the women, like you said, but she was playing like music based off of like a guy would say this, and then girl, you gonna hit him with this, and and I'm like, that would be so much better if you had a male battle, a male battling and a female battling, because I think that a man would probably be more in his bag and a woman would be more in her bag about like the call response songs that'll go with certain situations. So I was like, I wonder if y'all did that. But boom, I just gave y'all some. Ooh. Just let me take
I'll take it for drink. Let me get my notes.
Right, I'm about to say, let her put it in her notes.
Okay. Just let me come. I pay the cover charge, but let me drink free all night. That's all I ask.
This guy.
Oh Lord. I don't know. If you've been to Pepsi before, you might be able to throw them back.
I can.
See? See, I knew it. I sensed it in my spirit, man.
Okay. I'm the one who make the drinks. Everybody be mad at me.
You're going to have an especially heinous story like I had. Okay.
I'm all right with
around up in Peppi's.
The heinous city. Yes, I made that word.
That's around in Peppi's.
Your leg just got better. Okay. Your leg just got better. You need to relax.
That's all you're going to hear. Coming up out of Peppi's.
Put my knee brace on.
You're going to be in a boot again. Okay.
I'll put my knee brace on this time.
Yeah. You're going to be in a boot all summer. Keep playing.
Peppi's. Shout out to the good times at Peppi's.
Man.
Because Peppi's, oh my God.
It still be lit, though.
That makes me miss home sometimes.
I think I'm gonna go next weekend and see what happens.
Any tips or advice that you would give to younger or newer couples seeking to build a long-lasting marriage?
It's things that you need to learn to talk about. So, first thing that a lot of us Black people, I was never taught about a credit score by my parents. I knew nothing about that. I went off to college and they gave me application and here come all the credit cards. And you can't buy everything with cash, y'all. I know as Black folks, we try, but you can't buy everything with cash because guess what? They want to know where the cash comes from. So you need to talk about your credit. You need to talk about your credit scores. You need to talk about if you got student loans, how are you going to pay those student loans? How are we going to get you current on your student loans? All of this counts. And as Black people, we don't talk about credit enough with our kids and relationships. No, my love is not based on your credit score. But when it comes time for us to get this car and we can't get it in your name and we can't get it in my name, how the hell are we going to get this car? Because guess what? If you got bad credit, now you're paying triple what you would pay if you had decent or good credit. So, say, hey, my credit score is this, babe. Let's get me in a better place. And then we'll start paying on yours to get you in a better place. And we gotta discuss these bills, man. That was my biggest thing, especially men, when we ain't got it and you want to talk about bills, you talking about frustration and pissed off. Listen. That is the worst thing in the world to talk to a man about when he don't have it and you want to talk about it. So when we get to that point, we be like, you see that frustration on our face? Please back off us. Let it go because it hurts nothing more than a real man to be like, I ain't got it. Or I got to tell you, hey, look, you need to hide your car. You know what I'm saying? You as a man, you're like, I'm working hard, but babe, you need to hide your car. We need to take your car over here to my mom and them house. And then in the morning, when I leave, you better leave. Right. When I leave out in the morning, I'm going to leave you out, drop you off to your car so you can get your car, but you cannot bring your car home. You cannot bring your car home.
I don't even go to the mailbox, so I don't.
I'm giving a prime example. Yesterday, the water bill came and sewage, right? I sit on the counter. She did this to move them out the way to look for her name in the mail. She didn't even pick them up.
That doesn't concern me, sir.
That has nothing to do with me.
The number of bills. I said, oh, okay, come on, Nugs, let's go. This ain't for us. This ain't my ministry.
And you also have to figure out which one of you guys are better at paying bills.
Yeah,
because everybody can't be in the bank account paying bills. That's set up for failure. Me and her over the years, we tried back and forth to figure out who was better at what, paying the bills. And of course, women, y'all gonna have y'all separate stash bank account. That's just, we know this.
Yeah.
But don't be spending that frugal all on everything, because it might be a time where I'll be like, babe, I need you to go over there in that little stash bank account that you got and pull something out.
You don't know nothing about that. We don't got that.
What had happened
it don't exist.
I couldn't hear them because I was on FaceTime. Like, bro, what?
See what I'm saying? But that's just being honest, man. Yeah. You gotta talk about those things, and it's not based on your love, but it's based on your future. Because if you talk about those things out the way, and we know what we need to do, now that's not going to be a problem down the line. Because the biggest thing in marriage is that break you up is finance. We can deal with it most anything else, but we can't deal with being broke and getting ready to be homeless.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's something you got to discuss.
And just to piggyback on that, even I always suggest that you do marital counseling before you get married, and then continue it a little bit after, because there's going to be things that are going to come up that you wasn't prepared for, or you didn't think to talk about, in your 6-week premarital course. Like it's going to be things that are not going to come up. It's never wrong for you to seek therapy, if it's short-term, long-term, or once a month, quarterly, whatever. Have somebody who is either licensed or spiritual to kind of be the outsider. We all vent our friends, but that outsider who don't know you, don't follow you on, not somebody that's clean slate, to kind of just help you hear what your partner is saying. Sometimes all you see is that wah 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 wah, and not hearing what they're trying to tell you. So that's very important. And a big thing too, if you're younger, you're gonna have to leave mommy and daddy out of your marriage. This is your marriage. This is your husband. This is your wife. There's nothing wrong with seeking counsel, from your elderly. But I've seen it so much that younger couples are allowing their parents to micromanage their marriage, and the husband can't, speak freely to his wife because he got to go check with mama and daddy, and or vice versa. So it's hard to separate that. But as long as you set that boundary with them in a good way, I mean, it doesn't have to be, mama, you better get out my business, but you have to set that boundary, because then it's never going to work. You're never going to get cohesive. You're never going to learn your partner, learn his ups and downs, quirks or whatever, because you got everybody in your pot adding season and don't need to be there. Now it's salty, you don't want it no more. And they then lived their life, and now you're trying to live your life and trying to be married, and because people can get in your business, unfortunately. And you'll be okay. You and him and talked about it, but now your girlfriend is mad at him, and now they side-eyeing him, and your boy side-eyeing her.
Yeah.
So you just have to be careful who you vent to, and just trust the process. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be some until death do us part, ups and downs, through sickness, through health. Yeah, those vows are real. When they say that, it's real. You're gonna go through some stuff. But if you truly love this person like you claim you did when you were all happy, bubbly, and I can't wait to see you, boo, then you better be, I can't wait to see you, boo, when he done made you mad.
Yeah. Keep it consistent.
Right.
Because if you love them, then you're going to continue to keep it consistent anyway.
I'm mad. Not like them.
Might not like them, but you're going to keep it consistent.
You're not going to, man, listen, don't let people lie to y'all. People say don't go to bed mad at each other. Listen, that's going to happen. You're going to go to bed mad because sometimes the conversation get too heated where you can't stay up. You got to go to sleep. Fellas, if your mother is still alive, when you mad at your wife, don't go to your mama house, because mama know what's wrong with you when something is wrong. And now your mama is looking at your wife crazy because she didn't upset her baby. Because no matter how old we get, we always going to be mama's baby.
Facts.
So we have to be careful of those things. When you're upset, be careful of where you go. If you need to leave the house, just be careful and mindful of where you go. Because sometimes that road can lead you down the wrong path. So you gotta be careful and be mindful. And and ladies, when we say we need to get away for a minute, let us have that minute.
Bye, babe. Love you. Be safe.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Oh, absolutely not. Because usually, I usually be the one like, you know what?
I might need my space too. Bye.
Let me go ahead and leave. I'll be back. I'm gonna go listen to some jazz and smoke me a cigar. I'll be back, baby. I love you. Okay. I ain't mad. I just need to get up out the house.
Ain't definitely getting that, baby. You'll be like, where you going?
And have fun in your marriage. Laugh, joke. It's a point now. Like we were dating. I'll tell the story. I don't mind it now. But we were dating. I had on these cute shoes, girl. I was killing the game. Oh, I thought I was so cute.
Okay.
We went all the way to Navy Pier, and you know how they got those bricks, bitch. I wasn't ready. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to cuss, but I wasn't ready.
You can cuss.
We
was being good, but you could cuss.
Okay, I was not ready for this, but he was still cool, holding my hand as I'm struggling to get over them dang on stuff. We finally get to bubblegum shrimp, right? My little yellow tail done fell and rolled under the bench. He's trying to get our reservation. The white people sitting on the bench, like making a bigger scene. I'm trying to hurry up and get up. Like, oh. They're like, man, like, you okay? Let's help you. I was like, oh my God, this is like our second, third date, y'all. So it wasn't like deep into the relationship.
Now you embarrassed. You embarrassed.
Yeah.
You was overthinking like crazy. Wait, how did the date go? Because your overthinking was on 10.
It was. I always bring another pair of shoes with me anyway. I always do. But this time I did, but I didn't know we were going to be so far away from the car, so I didn't bring them with me. I was like, because the shoes were comfortable, but they didn't have no grip at the bottom. The grip was gone. So I was just walking, basically on.
You was walking by faith.
So he's still walking the restaurant. He's still holding me by my little arm. I'm shaking and stuff, trying to get to the seat. And then I finally was like, do you mind going to get my shoes before we go? Because we were going on like a cruise, a midnight cruise too. So I'm going to be in these shoes for a long time. So he was like, yep.
And I was like, you want me to throw them away?
I was like, yep. And I was so embarrassed. And
I wanted to laugh, y'all. If y'all know me, I laugh at anything, bro. But I didn't. I held that in.
You laughed when you got home, though, didn't you?
You laughed later.
Guess what? You are the real MVP, bro.
He did. He never brought it up. Never brought it up.
You are the real MVP, Will, because I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
Bro,
the relationship would have ended because I would have
laughing. Boy, when she fell
and rolled under the bench.
And I'm up there getting the reservation.
I would have laid there and laughed at myself. I would have to lay there and laugh. Like, I
was trying so hard to get back up and just sit on the bench. Like,
well, you are the real MVP.
Yeah.
You are the real MVP.
That was some of the
I would have been like, call an ambulance.
Where's the people? I'm suing Navy Pier.
Right. Yeah.
Call the ambulance.
Just having fun and in the relationship and laughing and joking, and sometimes just taking a drive somewhere, yes, I am a passenger princess. Sitting over there, I'm like, he gonna open the door for me. I'll be in the car with somebody else, and they be like, "Girl, you better get out." I'm like, "Oh, I gotta open the door for myself." Oh, okay. I'm not used to this caliber.
The reason she a passenger princess because she's scary. Listen, bro.
You scared to drive on the expressway? You one of them people?
Listen, bro. Listen. We had to go to Wisconsin Dells, right? And now, mind you, I had been at work all day, and then I had the DJ. So when I got off at 3 a.m. from DJing, she was like, "We just gonna go to Wisconsin Dells and meet the family." I'm like, "All right, I can get some sleep in the car." Man, I had a dream I was on a goddamn airplane. She flying. I mean, I woke up, I'm like,
I had the music going. I was getting it.
Yeah.
I was 3 o'clock in the morning with nobody on the road. So I was.
You gotta do 110. What are they talking about?
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm asleep. I need to live.
I know exactly. What are you talking about? You got to do 110. What you talking about? What are you talking about?
You got it because we trying to get there.
No.
Don't let the music be going because baby, I'm hitting it.
All right, cool. When that state trooper pull you over,
who run the world, girls.
Yeah, when that state trooper pull you over, just go like this.
Yeah. He woke up. He was like, "How fast are you going?" I was like, and we were like in a Mercedes, so it was like gliding through like melted butter.
And I had been drinking at work, and I hadn't been asleep. So when I finally get to sleep, I'm thinking I'm dying. Lord, is that you?
Not thinking you dying.
Man, I'm telling you. I swear that car all 4 tires came off the ground.
I'm airborne.
I'm not gonna lie. When you tired and somebody else is driving, I swear everything's exaggerated. Like they're doing 80, you think they're doing $140. You like,
damn.
Yeah.
Right. You wake up, I'm like, oh hell no.
Yeah. I was doing the speed limit. Yeah.
You wasn't.
I don't think so.
You wasn't.
Well, for all of the new couples, take that advice. Make sure that you have some fun, that you discuss them credit scores and all of that good stuff. And make sure that y'all discuss some of them things like love languages, apology languages, and all of that good stuff, because that's important too. And like Lynn said, go to that counseling. Don't be out here thinking y'all know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Go to counseling because that's what it's there for.
I'm an Aquarius.
So you're an Aquarius. Of course, you're going to avoid any type of counseling because you think you know everything. But that's neither here nor there. So
I mean, India
make sure that you guys are loving on your people.
My appointment tomorrow.
Your people. So I want to thank the Careys for joining us, telling us their story, and dropping them gems for the new people, for the new lovers and the new couples and all of that good stuff. Thank y'all for them tidbits, information, the gems, and all of that, because somebody needed to know what y'all were talking about tonight. Somebody needed that information. Somebody needed to be able to shift their thought process and shift the dynamic. And thank you for chopping it up with us on here. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all was rocking and rolling with us all night. Y'all must have enjoyed the conversation, which I'm sure y'all did. So make sure y'all keep hitting that share button on Facebook and on Instagram and also on YouTube. And then make sure you join us next week, because we got 2 dynamic couples joining us next week. We got the Kings and we got the Odds joining us next week to continue our Eternal Flame Black Love Chronicles series. And if you missed last week, we had the Elliots with us. So make sure you check out that episode on YouTube and on all podcast streaming platforms. This is also on YouTube. And it will be on all podcast streaming platforms come tomorrow. And we want to say thank you to Sarkarius Media Group for allowing us to stream this on their channel as well. And today is Tuesday. Join us Thursday for Thursday Night Live, and then Friday for PGC After Dark with the Crazy Rich Aunties. And then on Sunday for the Hush No More podcast with host Leslie Johnson, brought to you by PGC Media. We got a lot of things going and growing over here on this side, but we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure if you guys are joining us in Punta Cana that you tap in with Unforgettables to book your room and all of that kind of stuff, because it's going up. We having a time, boat party, white party, and we in Punta Cana from the 18th through the 22nd. Royalton Chic Punta Cana. All right. Food, drinks, music, vibes, views. That's what we doing. But I love y'all. Y'all know what I say. Whatever you do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, don't do it with your half-ass, y'all. Do it with your whole ass. We about this thing, y'all. We love y'all. Peace and blessings. Do it with your whole ass, Moses.
No.
Stop being a loser.
No.
Guys. We love y'all. And thank you again to the Careys.
No. Thanks, guys.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.